Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, Real Estate Jerky Daily.
Yay.
And it's Thursday, Thirsty Thursday.
Thank gosh. I don't know why I say thank gosh, but one step closer to Friday.
Yeah, and then it's Saturday, and then it starts all over.
I know. Then the grind begins.
Well, so I'm clear. I fully got the clear to close on that 2-day.
Yeah, but can you? Sellers can't
yes,
sign,
I can, but they can't sign loan documents.
They can sign loan docs for 4 days, right?
And the best part is it's virtual signing. How can you do virtual signings in California?
What's virtual?
That means it's like having a Zoom appointment.
I was going to say, what's Virtual's last name?
It's not Virgil.
Virtual.
I guess I got to go live on Instagram. I forgot. All right. So what's going on in the market right now? Dow's up 419 points right now. Woo-hoo. Their Supreme Court oral arguments are going on right now.
That means they're talking, right?
Yeah.
And what do you think?
I have no idea.
Let's give them something to talk about.
Okay. You trying to start singing that song?
Yeah.
Let's give me something to talk about.
Do you think we're going to hit 50 here real soon?
Of what?
On 50,000 on the Dow.
I have no idea.
We're at 49,498.
49,499. 50.
Okay. I'm a few
mortgage bonds rates are worse by 14 basis points today, and the 10-year still sitting around 4.26. But everybody's so much happier because we're not invading Greenland. People, don't understand Trump.
Yeah.
I listened to Kevin O'Leary, and he's like, dude, he says all this stuff.
Yeah.
You have to really listen. And he's like, and this is what he said. Kevin O'Leary said he just bought 17,000 more acres for be able to do LNG because you can have the approval in less than 9 months and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like Landman, I tell you.
It's like when Kamala Harris said that she was playing 3D chess and Trump just doesn't know how to play 3D chess. Hello.
No, he does 4D.
Then why didn't you win?
Yeah. President Trump backed off tariffs, like I said, against the EU, citing that what he called a concept of a deal involving Greenland.
Right.
I don't think he really wanted to own it, but he wanted to throw it out there if they wanted to be part. Because I guarantee you, with the more we do there, because we can put tons of bases since 1950s, that treaty. I mean, and somebody closed them all.
Somebody
except for one.
Yeah.
I wonder who that was.
I don't know.
Obama.
Yeah.
I mean, he went through and closed so many bases. We don't need all these bases. Yes, we do. We need them everywhere.
Yeah. He's not a globalist.
All right. Well, I don't know what he was, but they were talking about how that the vice president goes through all this scrutiny, like check this and that, and how Obama could have never passed that scrutiny. What do you mean you're a Muslim? And what do you mean, all that stuff? It's like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, so that's why it's better to go as a president. Nobody looks at you. All right. What we got? So the PCE came out, the personal consumption expenditures came out.
The big one, right?
That's Fed's favorite one,
right?
Not the big one, but the favorite one. They released data for October and November because remember October nobody worked,
right?
So year over year, PCE fell to 2.7% in October, then rose back up to 2.8% in November, mainly due to low comparison base for November 2024. Basically, they didn't really know what was going on. Looking ahead, those base comparisons are going to get tougher in January and February, which should help inflation trend downward. A green light for rate cuts later in the year.
Nice.
Yeah, monthly core PCE, better news. October was plus 0.21%.
Okay.
November was plus 0.16%. The 2-month average is running about 0.2 or 2.4% annualized. That sounds like pretty good. The 3-month rate is now at 2.2%, which is healthier short-term trend going forward.
Wow.
You're talking about shelter inflation. That's the rent stuff, basically.
Right.
We talk about rent all the time and how it's been going down, and that's what's been helping that. Numbers. I'm not going to get into all that.
I'm so happy.
GDP read for third quarter GDP. Final read for third quarter GDP. That's last year, right?
Right.
And second quarter, that would be last year also. Somebody would say, so looking across the first 3 quarters, I don't understand what they're talking here, but basically they said GDP came in at 4.4%, beating the estimate of 4.3%.
Okay. At least they beat the estimate.
Well, I'm,
So
Trump's
gross domestic product.
For some reason, I'm thinking, but Trump, that was Trump's year. So what happened was, first quarter was a negative 6%,
Right.
It was a negative 0.6%. Second quarter was up 3.8%, and quarter three was up 4.4%. I'm wondering if President Trump's what he's doing is making a difference.
It seems to be in the numbers.
Yeah, because they were, I guess a lot of the people, on the hater networks were like, GDP is going to be like 2.2%.
On the hater network.
Yeah,
what network is that?
That's on any other net, because everybody either love him or hate him. There's no in between, and that's what they say. He's like a good attorney that when you walk in a room, it's like the attorney that's on Landman. If she's on your side, you love her. If you're on the other side, you hate her. And that's who Trump is.
Yeah. And if you haven't seen the last episode, you'll see what we mean.
Yeah.
When you see it.
She tried out for the daughter position first. She read.
Really?
Yeah. He makes a better attorney.
Yeah.
Yeah. The daughter had to be really stupid, and they do the daughter stupid really well.
Yeah. She's not so stupid. She's just naive.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with.
Okay, you go with that.
Naive.
Jobless claims came in today. Initial jobless claims. That would be people who lost their job recently.
Right.
Came in at 200,000, lower than the 212,000 expected, showing a continued strength in the labor market. Continuing claims dropped to 1.849 million, down 26,000 from last week, which this doesn't capture those turning into the gig economy. People are like, I'm going to go be an Uber driver. It still indicates a low fire job loss environment. So what happened? What we're seeing right now is people are not getting fired, but people are not getting hired. And the jobs that are being created is only in the private sector, not in the government sector.
That's
if
where
you go
they should
back,
be created.
The 4 years of Biden administration and the increase in jobs, there were mainly government jobs being increased. And I'm not knocking that administration. I'm just telling the way it is. And so, and just like somebody came up about at Davos, and they were talking about how the Biden administration and it's just the people in it, the lawmakers were so brutal on some of these laws and the ideas they came up with, and how they just couldn't understand their logic when they're doing it, where we don't have that now. But that stuff's still in effect, and it's slowly going away.
Oh. Okay.
So what I'm getting at is, when I bring up the old one, I'm not trying Trump. I'm better than Biden. Anybody's better than Biden.
Well, not
Kamala Harris would have been better than Biden.
No, she would have been,
because she would have been there.
She would have. Well,
she would have been aware of what she was doing.
Yeah.
Not doing it well, but aware.
Aware. Okay. At least I know I'm screwing up. Yeah.
What else came out today? Was that? That's it. But we talked about pending home sales already. It threw it back in here.
Yeah, yesterday. And we're up by how many?
Pending homes. Well, here's the problem. This was an article on Housing Wire.
Okay.
They were talking about pending home sales dropped 9.3% in December. However, they were talking about now inventory trends. We are in a balanced market emergency. New listings surged 29% week over week, nearly 10% year over year to over 50,000. That's a new inventory, people listing the property.
Okay.
But we had just went through a thing of losing we're down at 600 and some thousand,
right? And
we were at 800 and some thousand. If we go up 10%, 29%, that's not a lot of numbers. We're not back in the 800s or 900s like we were.
We started the year.
So I'm like going surging. These people really they must be using AI to write this stuff.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. Because if you go down to zero income and you make $100, you've just now 100% into your income.
Yeah. Which sounds good, doesn't it? I've increased my income by 100%. What'd you do? DoorDash.
Yeah. Somebody gave me $100.
I got a good tip.
Yeah. Someone gave me $100.
Yeah.
And but they were talking about median list price is still holding at 419,000
across the nation.
Yeah.
Wow.
New listings are priced competitively at 399,900. Pending sales came in strong. We already talked about that. 2006. Long story short, it's it's a
improved.
great opportunity right now to buy. Rates are decent. They're not the lowest they've ever been, and they're not the highest they've ever been. They're really good right now. And you have opportunities you're not going to have pretty soon.
Yeah. And do you realistically think we'll ever see the lowest they've ever been again?
I don't want to say no, because I used to say only if another pandemic, but I have a feeling that in 2 years from now, we're going to be in such a huge economy and a lot of stuff going on that they could go down.
They could go down, yeah.
Just because we don't have the debt, we don't have certain things, and
the inflation.
Yeah. And it's really be nice to see Trump's hair across all the United States and into Canada and into the Greenland, that golden dome.
Yeah, but what about the price of eggs?
They're decent right now.
It's so funny that we're still arguing about.
Well, that's what they talk about, the fact that they bring up stuff, that has nothing to do with anything just to get you to shut up.
Yeah.
Trump's executive order, we've talked about this, or we're going to talk about this on the radio, that limits institutional buying. It's really a crackdown on people, institutional buyers.
Yes.
Which I didn't understand. So the new executive order limits federal support, financing, insurance, securitization for large investors buying single family homes. I didn't know they were using Fed funds to do this.
I didn't know that either.
Naivety of myself.
Yeah, I knew they were doing that on big projects like the overpass to nowhere on the high-speed rail.
Yeah, but they're doing it on buying large
they're using federal
homes.
funds to buy those blocks of single-family homes.
Yeah, build to rent communities are exempt, so they can still go in and build a whole tract just to rent.
Yeah,
the Treasury has 30 days to define what counts as a large institutional investor. That is the big thing. It could be anywhere from 100 to it's 1,000 and more. So that's the question. They're going to have to figure that out.
1,000 or more.
Yeah.
So if you buy a block of 1,000, you say no,
not 999 is okay, but 1,000 is not.
So it doesn't.
I think it should be 100. I think it should be 50. There's no.
100 sounds good.
Yeah, but I mean,
that doesn't mean that they can't.
Right. Well, we talked about
they have the last option.
Right. But the question will be, is a LLC a new investor?
Oh, yeah.
Each LLC, is that a different investor?
And you were talking about Disneyland, where every seat on the ride is a different LLC.
From what I was told, yes.
Yeah, that's an interesting concept, and that's why Disney's still open today.
That's right.
Because when they get sued, they get one LLC at a time.
They were also talking about how when seniors 70 and older sell their homes, they earn 5% less over the holding period that middle-aged homeowners do. Like when they go to sell their house, it's less. They sell it for less.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's because, have you ever seen some of these older houses? People don't keep them up. They're poor upkeep.
Yeah.
Some of them sell them off market to investors.
Deferred maintenance.
Yeah, deferred maintenance.
Yeah.
So they're trying to put policy together to fix that in Illinois. So that's just really coming out of Illinois, but it's across the country. The thing is, people don't have, they're on a fixed income. They don't have money to fix things, or they're using their money to help their kids to do things. And okay, I'm sorry, but when your parents are 65 or older, do not ask them for money. Do not take it. That's their money. They're not going to be able to replace that money
unless you're going to completely take care of them later on.
It's not going to happen.
No,
the people asking parents for money at that time are not the ones going to turn around and take care of them.
They're not going to have that nest egg.
So be careful. Don't do that. Because I have a lady who's helping her son go through divorce and this and that, and she's using up all her retirement money.
That's sad.
Yeah. And it's,
Is he still in the basement?
No.
Might as well be, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right. And then there's a new thing coming out, Philly Saves. It's a retirement access for workers.
Okay.
It's going to kind of like the California thing where you're forced to have all your people join an IRA program if you don't have one. Did you know that California, if you're an employer, you have to have an IRA program for those, and it's set up by the state of California.
Over so many employees, right?
No, it's hard.
Or is it mandatory?
It's mandatory from what I'm understanding. Yeah, because I just got a letter because I don't have them. I have contractors, and they're trying to get me. You missed your point. You were supposed to do this. Well, for me as the owner,
yeah, and I have one.
Right. Well, yeah. So because I think it was because I had a ton of employees in the past, and we don't have that. But you got to keep filing your 941s once you have employees saying that you don't have them anymore. Which is like, I don't have any. I'll file one when I need one. But it's
What if you disband your business?
What about it?
I don't have to file a 941 anymore, do I?
Did you disband a business?
Yeah, when I was a painting contractor.
That's not even around.
Some of these laws are so stupid. They don't give you an out. They write them in such a way that they don't think about the other possibilities.
Well, the problem is the state of California is trying to get that interest and trying to grow that whole stuff. And next thing you know, those programs, someone stole the money. You watch. Trade groups are urging White House to end tri-merge credit reporting, move to a single report model, cut FHA mortgage insurance premiums. They're trying to get them to do a lot of stuff, which should be done. The one problem that I just recently saw was how expensive credit reports have gotten.
Yeah.
It's like $200 now for two people. Which
it used to be what, 25, 50 bucks?
Got long. When you started back in the 1960s? Yes.
It was the 90s.
Did you touch your camera at one time? Because it looks a little blurry.
No, it's just just
No, it's
you
not.
woke up late.
No, I didn't wake up late. I just woke up
later
when I wanted to.
Yeah.
So I mean, no, just before the beginning of the year, it was $132 for all this stuff.
Of 25 or 26?
Yeah, 25.
Okay.
And then in 26, now it's like $200.
Wow.
Fannie and because you got to remember the credit reports are more expensive now. They can't sell that information because in March they can't sell that somebody pulled credit to all these people and make all that extra money. So what do they have to do? They got to get it from you. Yeah. And so that needs to change. That's why they're like, let's just get one bureau. Well, the problem is going to be, what bureau are you taking? Because the one that's usually the lowest has the most accurate information.
Yeah. So
the other two get it from each other, and so they're not always. That's why I like the 3 version, because the middle of the three is much better than just one. Here's yours at 677, but I have two one's at 700 and one at 701.
Yeah. So, why can't I use those? Why can't I choose? Do you think the fees will go up to like $500 if it went to one?
I don't.
It's a possibility. Everything's a possibility.
Yeah, it's very expensive, because I looked at it recently. I was like, that is ridiculous how expensive.
And that's just adding to the cost of a purchase, which we really try to like to not do.
Well, those are so we used to, as a lot of lenders would just run your credit and pay for it.
Right.
Well, when it's $200,
it gets a little
going to do that.
And you're working with how many borrowers?
Pre-qualifying, yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of you are like,
expensive.
What do you do? Well, just have them pay directly to the credit report.
Right.
I do it differently, but I won't get it. I won't tell everybody here.
That's a secret. Shh. Don't tell anyone. Yeah. They're going to have all these lenders out there that are listening to our show thinking, what does he do differently?
They probably do it too.
Maybe if they thought about it, but they may mean they didn't.
That's why a lot of people want me to do the soft pull. And I'm like, I don't want to do soft pulls anymore.
Well, you don't want to be surprised.
Well, that's the thing, is people don't understand. Well, it doesn't affect my credit. But it also doesn't put that point in time for 120 days.
Right.
Something can pop up, like you went out and got a new car that I didn't know about.
Or you didn't tell me about the child support that you've been paying for years and the kid's only 4.
No, I see that on credit report all the time.
Oh, do you? Even on a soft pull, you would see that?
Yeah, you see that stuff. But what I mean is, if something, that score is only good as that day now, it's not good anymore. It's going forward, things can happen. We did that so that people wouldn't know especially refinances, if you're trying not to compete against Quicken, because they just hound their people.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I can remember, but I'm thinking about it. It was a seller. The prelim that was pulled originally didn't show that the seller owed child support. And there was a lot of child support. It was all back child support. And a new prelim came up, and look what I missed. I missed this $25,000 in child support.
Well, that's a page down thing. But on purchases, it's not needed. It's only on refinances or sales, not purchases. That's the difference.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they want you to buy that property, so they can attach it.
They can attach it. Well, that's what we did.
And it's not attached to the property. It's just put in the system that they have to search to see if you have liens and everything. That's why I tell people, make sure at least you put your middle initial instead of just your first and last name when you're buying property, because there could be another Thomas Smith or whatever the person is.
I know there used to be, I think one probably moved to South Carolina, but 4 Michael Dennis Kellys or Michael D. Kelly.
Right. Well, see, and that's if you put the D part. Then that with you, I would tell you got to put your full middle name.
Yeah, and my social security number. That's what usually fixes it.
Well, if you just do the middle name, I mean, when they do the page down and everything else, that because they don't do it with your social security number.
We should just attach it to the APN number.
Well, I asked the other day. I've been asking everybody about that because I had a fair plan that what happens when they fix the address. This is what we didn't get into, but when they fix the address, we were going all over. So the address was Twainhart originally, which is wrong. It's really legally Miwok.
Okay.
And so when they do the fair plan, they look at the rating of the fire station that's there.
Oh.
So Twainhart has a 3 rating.
And Miwok
1 is the best, 2 is good, 3 is fine. Miwok has, and so it goes from 1 to 10. What do you think Miwok has?
8.
10.
Oh, because they don't have one?
Because they didn't put the information in.
Oh.
You see them all the time on the way up, and they have a great spaghetti feed every year to raise money. But I think they just didn't have anybody to fill out the stuff. Yeah, the ISO information that they have to upload. And so what does that do? Well, if you have a fair plan that was $2,200, it is now $4,300. Yes. And the problem is this guy's in the same neighborhood as everybody else, but his property is just for some reason classified under Miwok.
It's crossed the line.
Yes.
Yeah.
You cross the line.
I do that a lot.
So we're going to do it and then appeal to the fair plan to get it fixed because he needs, close on the transaction. We've been dealing with this for a week trying to get them to fix the address. And now this is how they fixed it.
Maybe we should drive to the fire station and have them fill out that paperwork. Hey, you guys put on a great feed.
Well, they've been trying to call them and nobody's answering. So I just hope they answer when there's a fire.
Oh yeah, exactly. They work for somebody else. They're at the Twainhart Fire Department.
Well, maybe somebody will hear this and get on that.
There you go.
Yeah, and fix that. Because that's the biggest headache right there. I mean, if you don't have a fire hydrant close and then in the fire department is a freaking 10, that's just going to kill you.
I got you.
All right, everybody. That's all I have. We've been going on for a while here.
Yeah.
All right.
Reminds me of that movie, Murder, Death, Kill.
Never seen it.
Oh, yeah, you have. Demolition Man.
Nope.
All right. Yes. Okay, bye.
All right, we're making it great. Bye.
Bye, kids.
Talk to you tomorrow. If you like what we do here, subscribe, refer.
Like.
Yeah, all those things. Bye.
Bye.